Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Circle of Love. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, based on wherever you are.
Once again, welcome back to the Circle of Love. Thank you for joining us live. Apurva, Lindsay, Poonam, RF, Van, thank you for joining us live. Just type in the chat box that you are able to see us and you are able to hear us. It always helps to get a confirmation before we get started. Just type in the chat box that you are here, you have joined, you're able to see us, you're able to hear us.
Okay. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you, Lindsay. That helps. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, Van. Let's give it a minute till everyone joins. Let's give it a minute. It's been, once again, an unusually hot summer, unusually hot July here. And I'm sure it's been the same case everywhere in the Northern Hemisphere. We also know it's been raining incredibly hard in India. So it's been extreme weather of all kinds. So no matter where you are, stay dry and stay cool.
Hi, Patika, Rakhi, Dipti. Welcome.
Welcome. Good to see you. And thank you for joining us live.
Good to see you as well, both of you. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, so let's get started. Our journey in this circle of love today is a journey that takes us down the path of love. Now, once again, love is a universal emotion, and it's an emotion that we experience multiple times every day. It also comes in different shapes and shades and flavors and hues and tinges, all the way from passionate romantic love all the way to platonic and love of service. But one of the most important aspects of love is also the love that we have for ourselves. So it also includes self-love, love for others, and love for our own selves. Now, when we talk of love, there's also a very beautiful seminal work that comes to the mind. It's more often than not, it's not connected directly with love, but it is the more we look into it. And that is a beautiful book called A Course in Miracles. Type in the chat box if you've heard about the Course in Miracles or if you've read about the Course in Miracles.
Yeah, we are just curious and we would like to know.
And we're very curious because we stumbled upon a Course in Miracles pretty late. So we stumbled upon a Course in Miracles about 10 years ago. Up until then, we did not know Course in Miracles existed.
And mostly because of our teacher, Louise Hay.
Absolutely. So we were introduced to Course in Miracles by Louise Hay and Dr. Wayne Dyer, and then we kind of took the plunge ourselves. Now, the beauty of the Course in Miracles is that this is a channeled work. So this was a work that was channeled by God. And I'm going to use the word God very selectively. So it's not about a particular religious faith or religious belief. It's also not about a particular spiritual faith or spiritual belief. No matter what your religious faiths and beliefs are, no matter what your spiritual beliefs are, we all recognize that there is a power that is higher than ourselves. We just have different names for that power. So this book, A Course in Miracles, was channeled by this higher power, God, but replace God with anything else. Call it goddess, call it universe, doesn't matter. So this work was channeled to these two individuals. Ironically, both of these individuals were atheists. They did not believe in the principle of God. They did not believe in this whole notion of a higher power. And yet this work was channeled to them. More ironically, both of them were psychologists. So they were trained in psychology. They were holding academic positions, tenured academic positions at prestigious universities. And here in the middle of nowhere, this work ends up getting channeled to them. And then, of course, they wrote it down. Helen Schumann. It came to Helen, and then she took it to her supervisor, who worked on editing the entire piece. And that's how A Course in Miracles was born. Now, the entire body of the work in miracles is available free of charge on their website, Foundation for Inner Peace. So Foundation for Inner Peace is the custodian of the Course in Miracles now. So while the text is available, they have a friendly app as well. The book is beautiful. I don't have it handy here, but the book is beautiful. It's a nice book that makes for a beautiful reading, very logically arranged. And it's a book that kind of talks about how do we experience love and how do we experience miracles every day. And Rupali will talk shortly about the whole notion of miracles. Now, one of the other things here is that when we talk of channeled works, there's a part of us that starts getting skeptical. There's a part of us that kind of says, is it really channeled? How do I believe it's channeled? And I invite you to kind of keep aside the fact that it is channeled. Take it as inspiration. Think of how a novelist, a Stephen King for that matter, or a J.K. Rowling for that matter, would write their fiction, would write Harry Potter, or would like their thrillers. Everything that comes out from the human mind and the pen and the thoughts of these famous writers is essentially inspiration. A few years ago, I was interviewing a very famous author. I was having a conversation with him. So at the very outset, he said, "Hey, Kapil, just don't ask me two things. Are these people real? And how did this entire narrative come to me?" Because he then went on to explain, yes, most of these people are real, but the way the narrative comes to me is through a process of inspiration. And we've all had this inspiration play out in our life at different points in time. We have a thought, and the thought gets developed, and we have a stroke of insight. At times we have intuition. At times we have that inner spark that tells us. At times it's a gut feeling. It's just knowing that this is happening or this is not happening. So all of that inspiration that comes to us, all of that inspiration that flows through us is essentially channeled. It's channeling from a higher power, just we don't call it that way. Now, one of the other things around A Course in Miracles is the more you get into the Course in Miracles, the more you start understanding the profoundness, especially knowing that it's a very spiritual work, but it's also a very secular work. It does not subscribe to any specific religious belief. It does not subscribe to a specific spiritual path. And with that in mind, what Rupali and I have been doing for a while now is we have been writing about A Course in Miracles every day. So you can go to acim, A Course in Miracles.substack.com, or you can also go to go.blissvana.com/acim. But eventually,
we'll type that link.
yeah, we will give you the link, but it's here. And we call it Miracle Mornings. And what we've been doing is we've been writing about A Course in Miracles every single day. This is the one that went out last Sunday, and it's pinned.
So it's a newsletter to which you can subscribe to learn more about A Course in Miracles, because the book itself is a thick book and kind of difficult to read or to navigate through. So these lessons are essentially made simpler to understand, easier to understand and follow.
But it's also not just a newsletter, it's more. So I invite you to go to acim.substack.com, subscribe to this. What you will get every day is a small narrative, which is very actionable on a particular theme. So last Sunday, for example, we spoke about the core of essence, which is the core of our being, which also is what we are talking about today, which also is what we are going to meditate on today. And then you have a small narrative. There's a little bit commentary that I bring into the flavor, where I try to add more value by taking in the concept and using some of the other metaphors from other spiritual practices. I mean, it could be a Buddhist practice. In this case, it was metta. But I'll also bring in Vedanta. I'll bring in Hindu philosophy. I'll bring in some Eastern traditions. I'll bring in uh, Hebrew traditions. I'll bring in Hawaiian traditions. So I'll kind of bring that narrative. And then, if you want, you could also go to the next level on this newsletter and get an affirmation for the day. You can get journal prompts and journal exercises for the day. You can get a miracles practice that you can embrace to actualize, to put into action, to put into practice the theme of A Course in Miracles from that day. And then, of course, there's a conclusion. So I invite you to sign up for this newsletter of ours, acim.substack.com, A Course in Miracles. And these are your miracle mornings. These are your miracle mornings because these are the first things that you begin your day with. And it's impossible to have a day that is not filled with miracles when you start your day with miracle mornings.
So, Course in Miracles is really a journey home. It's about connecting to our own source, our inner source, and the higher power. It talks a lot about forgiveness and how we can invite more miracles into our life. So, we all want miracles to show up. But then, what the Course teaches us is to connect more with the source. And it says that miracles really happen at the slightest invitation. It's just that we need to show little willingness to see these miracles that are already happening around us. We are so closed off in our own emotions that we are not able to open our eyes, open our hearts to see these miracles. So they will come. We just need to show little willingness and accept and receive these miracles into our life. And it's also a journey from fear or anger to love. So all emotions, it says that it can be healed with love. Love is the most divine healing force that there is. So it's a journey from fear to love. So we will meditate on this thought today as to how we can accept and receive miracles through love. So with that, let's get into the meditation. So sit comfortably and gently close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Focus your attention on your breath and allow your body to completely relax. Feeling a wave of relaxation passing all over your body. Feel the rhythm of your breath as it flows in and out. Grounding you into this present moment. Keep breathing deeply and easily. Allowing your mind and your body to completely relax. Now, visualize yourself standing on the edge of a beautiful garden. This garden represents the vast landscape of your heart and your soul. Imagine it filled with vibrant, colorful flowers, tall trees, and a gentle flowing stream. This garden symbolizes the abundance of love that is within you, waiting to be discovered and shared. As you take your first steps into this garden, feel a warm, glowing light surrounding you. Feel this warm, glowing, healing light surrounding your entire body. This light is the essence of love. And with every step that you take, it grows brighter and more radiant. It infuses your being with a deep sense of peace and calmness. Feel this glowing light bringing in more and more peace. Very close to you, you notice a magnificent oak tree. Its branches extending wide into the sky, and its roots firmly grounded in the earth. And as you approach the tree, you feel a connection with its strength and stability. This big grounded tree symbolizes the unwavering love that resides within you, always supporting and nurturing your soul. Firmly grounded in Mother Earth below. Feel the strength of this tree. Now, take a moment to reflect on the miracles that love has already brought into your life. This love could be any love in any relationship, in any situation, place, things, people. Remember the moments of deep connection with others, the acts of kindness that you have witnessed or received, and the times when love has healed wounds and lifted your spirit. Remember all those moments and memories. When love has healed. And let these memories fill your heart with gratitude for the power of love. Remember all past incidents situations, or memories when you received love. And let these memories fill your heart with gratitude for all the love that you have received till now. As you continue walking through the garden, you come across a still, crystal clear pond. Bend down and gaze into its clear water and see your reflection looking back at you. Take a moment to recognize and accept all aspects of yourself, the light and the shadows, the joys and the challenges. All good parts of you and not so good parts of you. Just embrace yourself with unconditional love, knowing that you are totally worthy and deserving of this profound affection and love. Embrace your entire being just the way you are. And as you are looking at your own reflection, imagine a gentle breeze rustling through the leaves of the trees. And with this wind, visualize love being sent out into the world. Your heart is filled with love. And now see this love being sent to your family, your dear ones, friends. Send this love out to strangers and even those people you find difficult to love, those people you find difficult to accept. In this moment, just send love. Love heals. Love brings miracles into your life. See this love spreading far and wide, touching lives and hearts wherever it goes. Send love where there is fear, where there is anger. Send love where there is guilt or shame or pain. And as you open yourself to giving love, to sending love, feel how the universe responds to you by showering you with love in return. Imagine this love descending upon you like a gentle rain, showering over you, nurturing your soul and filling your heart with joy and satisfaction and gratitude. Allow yourself to receive this love fully without any judgment or without resistance. Just be willing to accept and receive this love. And now let's take a moment to affirm our connection with the miracles that love can bring. Repeat to yourself in your mind, I am a channel for miracles through love. Love flows through me, healing, transforming, and blessing all aspects of my life and the lives of others. Love heals. The love that I give out returns to me multiplied. I only have to give love to receive love. And I accept miracles through love here and now. I accept miracles in this moment. Take a few moments in silence to receive this love, to see yourself being showered with love, with miracles, with all the abundance that you're ready to receive. Feeling ready to embrace more and more miracles into your day, into your life. As you fill your heart with a deep sense of love and gratitude and peace, slowly become aware of your surroundings and your body. And when you feel ready, slowly and gently Open your eyes.
Welcome back, everyone. If there's something that's coming up for you, we'd love to hear it from you.
Thank you for sharing, Poonam. I felt so much love while doing the meditation. I hope you were able to feel the same.
It's a beautiful practice that transcends time, that transcends cultures, that transcends all spiritual traditions. And we just love it. Not only the fact that we do a lot of work in the space of Heal Your Life and Louise and Wayne Dyer, but also the teachings of A Course in Miracles. So I highly encourage you to take a look at what we've been writing and creating. Sign up and subscribe. Get yourself a copy of The Course in Miracles. You'll also find it in your local public library, or the entire text is available on the website as well, Foundation for Inner Peace.
Thank you for sharing, everyone. Dipti, Preeta, Rakhi, Poonam, Lindsay.
Thank you.
It's always good to see all of you here live. It's also good to be able to spend time with you every Friday. So we appreciate you joining us here.
So, Preeta, to answer your question, join us every Friday to do more meditations like these. And I do plan on sharing more meditations and affirmation videos on our YouTube channel. So do subscribe. I haven't been able to put a lot of time into creating those videos and uploading them to YouTube. So the plan is always there.
And we have a pretty exciting roadmap, so stay in touch with us. You'll, of course, be the first ones to know as Circle of Love Hearties. And you'll always be able to find us there.
Thank you so much.
But how do we in daily practice, how do we do these? You know, because it's such a beautiful, all of them are so beautiful.
So as Rupali said, all it takes is little willingness. One of the beautiful things of a meditative practice is that you can just do it yourself. Now that said, Rupali is working on creating some guided meditations. We'll make them available shortly. We had done a few of these guided meditations earlier. We are kind of revamping them, adding more value into that. So once we relaunch them in the next 3 to 4 weeks, you'll of course be the first ones to know.
Maybe we should create a library of all the meditations that we have had, because we used to do Circle of Love back in 2021 also. So we have many meditations that we have done till now. So maybe we should create a library or repository somewhere.
We'll do that and send it over. So with that, we are ready to let you go back into your world.
Your voice is also very soothing, so you know it really gets
Yes,
you into
definitely.
the
It is soothing,
zone.
yes.
Thank
True,
you.
true.
I just have one question. It's not to do with this Friday, the Friday meditations, but it's to do with, I think I read somewhere that every Tuesday you meet up as well. Do you still meet up?
Every Tuesday.
Did you? Or is that an old thing now?
I'm not sure where that came from. Maybe that was from some of our pre-COVID work, Dipti. We did a lot of Heal Your Life work.
I think so. I don't remember the name.
As the pandemic hit us, and we were doing a lot of these support sessions as all of us were going through COVID and not really knowing what was there. And then out of that work was born this concept of why don't we continue to meet every Friday in this Circle of Love. So that's how we now do our Circle of Love, which is what we do regularly every week.
I see. Okay. So I think maybe I got a bit Okay, it was something else then. Okay. Okay, thank you. And with regards to the practitioner's course, can I ask a question now, or shall I connect with you later?
Just send us an email, Dipti. We are always reachable. So send us an
Okay,
email and we'll be happy
that's
to
fine.
answer you.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you everyone for joining us live. We love the live energy.
Take good care of yourself. Remember that all it takes is a little willingness to create small miracles every single day. And these small miracles do become big miracles as we shower them with our own love. We'll see you again next Friday in our next circle of love. Till then, lots of love and happiness and abundance to you from us.
Have a great weekend. Bye bye.
Take